Yo guys, it's slyroh. You already know that today we are starting a brand new game. We are playing one of my favorite games of all time, Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled. This is easily my favorite racing game, probably my favorite Crash Bandicoot game, and this is something that I have, well, with the original, the PS1 version, I have so many memories from this game. I loved playing it all the time. And I've been wanting to bring this for a while. Obviously, when I made my return to YouTube, I was playing Crash Bash, and I can promise that this is a significantly better game. So we're just going to run it. We're actually just going to hop straight into the adventure mode. This is going to be a basically full player. Yeah, you can see I already started one a long time ago when the game came out. I made about 65%, but obviously we're going to start a new one. But this is going to be a full, I want to say 100% run of the adventure mode. Essentially, and I will look at these then, but essentially you go around, you get trophies, or maybe not trophies, you get these keys. Is that right? You get the trophies, the CTR, yeah, you get trophies, you get CTR tokens, you get relics. I'm gonna get every single one. The only exception, and I'm gonna say this up front, is there are different levels of relics. You have like the blue ones, and there's like gold ones and platinums. I'm only gonna worry about getting like blue relics minimum. I am not going to go full on get platinum relics and all that because that is kind of insane. So let's go ahead and actually pick this. I kind of want to just, I want to do classic, but I actually would not mind switching my cart and customizing my cart along the way. Yeah. Oh, but if I in classic, I do classic, then I don't need to mess with the difficulty. I'm going to play classic style. I won't get to customize my cart, unfortunately, but this is kind of how I wanted. All right, but now we have the all-important task of picking our character, and we can actually see the stats. I thought Crash and Coco were essentially the same. They are not. But any input from chat on who I should pick as my character, feel free to speak so now or forever hold your peace. Which is a good time to mention that I am streaming this live on Twitch. I stream most of my playthroughs on Twitch. Some I don't. But most things coming up in the future is going to be on Twitch. As right now, I am basically finding games to fill time until the next new game I care about comes out, which at this point is kind of looking like Elden Ring at the end of January, so I have a lot of time to kill until then. So feel free to come by, hang out in the Twitch chats as we do. But as we saw, I was playing Dingo Dial in my own time whenever I played this the first time, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to double up on Dingo Dial, but all your options, you got Crash, you got Coco, you got Polar. Yeah, Polar and Pura are like the same. We got Engine, got Tiny Tiger, and we got Cortex. Okay, so I was like, there are two that are the same. Like Crash and Cortex are the same. I guess Coco and Jin are the same. I don't know if that's how it always was or not. And then Tiny and Dingo Dial are the same, and then Polar and Pura are the same. But I am going to play as Engine, I think. I'm just feeling really crazy. And, you know, the cars have engines, and, you know, his name is Engine. It's like he was basically born to win a racing game. So that is who I'm going to pick because I did not hear anybody shout any other preference. So there we go. I love Engine's voice, and I love how kind of off the rails he is. So let's go ahead and see the opening cutscene, and then this first world really should not take that long to do. And I don't know if I'm going to do it in any specific order or not, but I will explain everything to you if you have never seen this game before. But just know I like it a lot. And also, this is a game that I'm not terrible at. I feel like most games I play, I get clowned on for not being very good, or for doing stupid things. I feel like that has a lower chance of happening here. I think I can actually show off a little bit of my gaming skill. There's not much, but there is some. This game only has a couple cutscenes throughout it, so we'll let it tell its story.
Creatures of this planet, I come to compete. So, you pesky Earth slugs like to race, eh? Well, I, nitrous oxide, am the fastest racer in the galaxy. I travel the stars looking for creatures to test my skills. It's a little game I call survival of the fastest. Here's the way we play. I challenge the best driver of your world to a race with a planet. If your driver wins, I'll leave your miserable little rock alone. But if I win, I will turn your entire globe into a concrete parking lot and make you my minions. Get ready to race for the fate of your planet.
Yep, that's the story. I was like, I didn't know if she said any words. We can get a glimpse of some of the future arenas here, which is really nice. And this is gathering all of the world's finest racers to race against a space alien that wants to race us. Because if we don't, then our entire planet becomes a concrete parking lot, and we all become his minions. I love Polar so much. Polar was definitely going to be my other option, but I was feeling a little bit more chaotic. I love that the remake went all in with the whole cutscene and remaking it all. They didn't have to go this far. There are other like remakes and remasters that games get that don't go as hard as this one does. They went all in for this one, and I'm all here for it. But here we are on the first island. I forget if the areas actually have like names or not. The Hero of the Universe engine.
The adventure area. You can travel around this area and practice your driving skills. The dots and stars on the map represent warp pads, which lead to races. When they flash, it signifies they are open to play. To access a racetrack, drive onto a warp pad that has an active warp vortex, and it will take you to the track's starting line. Finish the track in first place to win a trophy. As you collect more trophies, other tracks will unlock.
Okay, they do show them.
Good luck and drive fast.
Yeah, I was just gonna say the other gray dots are things that we can do, but just not yet. We need to unlock certain things. And then there's this purple one that you can only get after you have a key, and a key is for a boss arena and whatnot. We'll explore this area, but let's just go ahead and race. We're going right into Crash Cove. I don't know what kind of alien nitrous oxide is, outside of a green one with a big head and the one that likes racing. I'm pretty sure this is the game that he comes from. I'm pretty sure all of the other characters in this game are from previous Crash Bandicoot games, meaning like the first 3 on the original PlayStation like trilogy. I'm pretty sure nitrous oxide does not show up in any of them and is only created for this game. I think he's the only like newcomer to this game. And then I think he gets reused in future Crash games, or maybe only Crash Party games, because I know he shows up in Crash Bash. I don't know if he shows up in any mainline Crash Bandicoot games. I think he's literally just supposed to be like the party game villain. It's like if instead of Mario Party, Bowser's the villain, they just like created an entire new character for that. But yeah, we're at Crash Cove, and we will get into racing and why I love this game so much. First things first, I always race with this camera. You can change it, but it. Oh, and I didn't get the timing. So it's a pretty standard kart racer, but I like the drifting mechanic, which I am going to have to try and do a good job of explaining. But at the bottom right, you can see my bar fills when I drift, and I keep missing the item boxes. As I drift, that bar fills, and if I slide until it's in red, then I can hit the... So I'm using R and L. So if I slide and then it's red, I can do a bunch of boosts. Let's go ahead and just use this item. Like, as I'm explaining, I'm still gonna end up winning, even though I've only been like half paying attention. But as the exhaust turns black or the bar at the bottom right turns red, you can get a boost, and you can boost up to I think like 3 times in a row. I don't know why I did that. Nobody else is coming up here. The computer literally never takes that path. This is probably not the best map for showing off boosts. There are definitely others, but yeah, you can do things like this. And once you do 3, you'd have to let go and start again. But I'd like to say I'm pretty good at this game. I'm not going to be any sort of like world champion. I'm probably not going to beat like professionals at this game. But in terms of beating the adventure mode CPU, I'm probably fine. And you can see the map at the bottom right. Oh, I did make that jump. Sometimes it is hard to make that jump. Like I said, nobody else comes up here. Just me. I'll throw one there, and I'm like so far ahead. This race is already over. Yeah, no, definitely not. I was like, I played so much of the first 3 Crash games on PS1, and I feel like I would remember Oxide showing up in one of the other ones. But I also played a ton of this one as well. But we came in first place. We got our trophy. I think because I'm playing on Classic, this is probably going to go how it did in the original, where the difficulty just kind of ramps up throughout the game. So the first couple stages should be really, really easy. The first world is probably going to be really easy. And then as you get later in the game, it'll get a little bit harder. I don't think I will end up like winning every race first try, but I mean, if I do, then it'll just make my claims of being good that much more correct. I don't know, there's a better word to use there, but I couldn't think of it. And we get a fun little cutscene. Did we get us jumping? Oh no, we do a little dance. Oh, we do a dance. All the other characters have like their own little dance when they win, and their own little things when they lose. It's pretty great.
Congratulations! You win a trophy!
Hooray! And after the first couple, you get a couple of tutorial things.
Go faster through turns by power sliding. Press the power slide button while performing a hard turn.
Yeah, and that's the turning that I was doing. And so this game gives you a little bit of a tutorial as you're playing. But yeah, the Crash racing games in general are good. Oh, okay, so we can't do Crash Cove again until after we have the boss key. Alright, so I guess we're doing each race one time, and then we'll come back and we're gonna get the extra things, because you can go back in and there's extra challenges. But yeah, all the Crash racing games are good. This is definitely the best one. What is that? That is a hold up. I was like, I know there's a faster way to turn back. I don't know how to get that or what that is, but that is definitely a remake exclusive thing. Anyway, all the Crash Racing games are good. This is the best one. But then they came out with Crash Nitro Kart, which was on the PlayStation 2, because the original of this was on the PlayStation 1. Crash Nitro Kart was PS2. And I don't know if there's any particular reason that it like wasn't as good, because I remember playing it a little bit. I just have less of a memory of it. But they put all of the stages from that game into this game. They kind of wrapped it all into one. But Crash Nitro Kart also had like an adventure mode like this and things like that. I remember that being a good game. And then they had Crash Tag Team Racing, which has kind of like an adventure style story mode with a bunch of races. I don't like the tag team stuff as much. I don't think it's as well balanced, and based on I don't think it takes as much skill as it does for this one and Nitro Kart. And then, am I not getting the timing down? I swore the timing was to get it like right at the end. Oh, this is Roost Tubes. This is definitely a lot better for boosting. So this should go significantly better, assuming I don't crash into the corner like that. I don't know if it happens in this one. I think because we're playing on classic mode. Wait, can I? I know there's a way to change how the bottom right bar looks, and I think they have. There it is. There we go. This is the one I was looking for. If you wait until the last part of that third, you'll get more of a boost. You see that ×1, ×2, ×3. You'll get a bigger boost depending on how long you hold it in, which is really nice. So just deciding when to boost, how long to hold your boost in for, time your jumps right here. If you jump right at the top of a thing, you'll get an extra boost. There's just a lot of little things to this game that make it really good. Collecting Wumpa Fruit also makes you go faster, and once you get 10, you will change what type of item you get. I think it happened last game, but I didn't mention it. So I was laying down a green potion, but now that I have 10, I'll lay down a red potion, which is just a stronger version of that. So I just hit the green one, and if you hit the red one, it is a lot worse. You spin out, and then there's like a rain cloud that slows you down for like another 15 seconds. It is pretty annoying. So you always want to try and get 10 Wumpa Fruit. 10 Wumpa Fruit also changes TNT into Nitro. Oh, how am I going to not hit that? Thank you. I'm also already so far ahead, I don't really need to worry. Oh, we're already on lap 3? Dude, I really thought this was only lap 2. Alright, this one was really fast. We'll get to explore these tracks a little bit more later. Oh yeah, that took no time at all. Easy, easy. Oh, I'm probably going to get a bunch of these Wampa coins. That's a Nitro-Fueled exclusive. You can buy a bunch of cosmetics and whatnot, which I have not done in a long time. I was super into They had like weekly challenges and seasonal challenges. I don't know if they do any of that anymore. But they had like new rewards like every other week. It was crazy. I think they did so good with this game. I say as I sit through like a I was gonna say maybe too long of a loading screen. Okay. I was like, it looked like it was almost freezing there. I was like, that shouldn't happen. I am playing the Nintendo Switch version, because it is the one that, when it was coming out, my friends said that they would play it if I got the Switch version, so I did. Otherwise, I probably would have gotten the PS4 version, but I don't have that. The first few ones, Uki Uki here is always going to give us a thing.
Wait until the smoke from your exhaust
Yep, he's telling me about the power slide thing. I'll say you can just skip that. I'll say once you know what you're doing, you can just kind of skip the tutorial. Alright, I guess we're working our way around this way. Yeah, I don't know how to, like, jump up and get that. Can we like... No. I don't know how to get that, and I also don't know what it gets you. I have to assume that's like a Nitro-Fueled thing, that maybe it's some sort of cart thing. But I have no idea what that could possibly get you. So the key is how you get the boss key. Once we get a trophy at each of these 4 courses, we're gonna race against the boss. And then once you beat the boss, you'll get the boss key. And that's going to unlock a whole lot of things for us. So, this game kind of guides you through pretty simply for the first world, because you just drive towards the whatever is lit up. Whatever warp pad is lit up, you just do that. And once you do the 4, then we will have the world really open up to us. It's really, I think this game is pretty beginner friendly. Like in game, it has a lot of tutorials for you to learn how to be better. Because I'm pretty sure based on how, there we go, there's the boost. I was like, based how I've been racing, if you're not like power sliding and boosting, you should still be able to win. It's, you know, assuming you're not like crashing into things. But you should still be able to at least be competitive. Oh wow, I cannot believe they gave me that in 3rd place. That's basically like a blue shell. Oh, gotta wait for the turtle to get up. But yeah, this game offers a lot of like in-game tutorials to try and help you like learn how to be better at the game, which is really nice. I do like that, and that's probably why I always played this a lot as a kid, because I do like myself a lot of instructions to help me survive. If you can get a really good streak... Oh, I missed the turtle. There we go. I want to bounce up on the turtle. You can get so much speed comboing boosts like this into turtles. It is insane. There was like one lap where like half of this course I was just like boosting or getting a speed boost from. And I really wish I could recreate that, but there's like no way I'm ever going to be able to recreate that moment that I know of. But yeah, a lot of quick turns, a lot of things like that. There's a Wampa Fruit crate right up here. You know what? Let's not do anything fancy. Actually, should have probably held on to that. I became pretty good at the items, so I'll explain this one. But any of the items that I lay behind me, I've become pretty good at like knowing the path that the CPU are going to take. It's pretty simple. These Wampa Fruit crates, if you just like put an item inside them, the computer almost always going to like crash into them. But what I have right now is a bubble. If you don't have 10 Wampa Fruit, this bubble is green and will break if you hit anything. And it'll protect you. So like, if somebody shoots a blue shell at me right now, like I'm protected. And the green one is temporary, but this blue one is literally forever. This blue one will last until I either hit something with it, or I can shoot it. Well, that was supposed to be me shooting it forward, but that didn't really work. And also, if I like hit any of these fireballs coming out, my blue bubble will protect me. But I don't think I'm gonna need it. I don't think there's anything I can get hit by the rest of the track. There we go. I was starting to build up some speed too. I could feel it. I could feel the vibrations, and I was about to get something really good, and then I missed the turtle and lost all my momentum. That one was pretty good. I didn't even see how much I was ahead by. I used to not care that much for this stage, but I don't know. The more I've done it, the more I've come to really appreciate that stage. But I really like the next one. And then after we do that, we're going to get our first boss thing. We should be able to get through the first world, like, really, really quickly. And then after that, it might start taking a little bit more time, because the game will get a little bit harder. Not just going to run through everything. Maybe. Maybe I will. I have no idea what Ring Rally is. I assume it's some sort of multiplayer thing, but that's like the second or third time I've seen the game being like, hey, you need help with the Ring Rally? I'm like, yeah, I don't know what it is. Alright, we can skip our celebration.
Congratulations!
Oh, he still got more tutorials for us. If there's not a tutorial, you can usually start driving right away. But if there is a tutorial, it'll stop you.
TNT crate on your head. Start hopping immediately.
Oh, yeah.
If you react fast and hop enough times, the TNT crate will fall off your head before it explodes.
If I find a TNT, I might show that off. Oop. Because if you play Mario Kart and then this game, in Mario Kart the A button is to go, but in this game the A is just the horn. So if I ever honk my horn, it's because I think I'm going to use that to go, but it's not. They basically repurposed how the original controls were in the PlayStation to this. So B is to go, because that would have been the X button on the PlayStation 1 controller. So, but yeah, if I find any TNTs, I'll run into it so I can display the hopping thing to get the TNT crates off your head. But I find those mostly easy to avoid. I think the one time so far today, I think I only ran into one of the green vials because it kind of blended in, and I wasn't sure if that was even there, but it was. TNT grades usually stand out a lot more, and I feel like they're just laid down less often. That might not be based on anything true, it's just my experience. Oh man, I wish the loading screens were like, maybe like 5-10 seconds shorter. Alright, Sewer Speedway. We're racing in the sewers. Yeah, getting the boost is basically after you see the third red light, and then like right before it turns green. Oops. But yeah, I think these are basically supposed to be the sewers. I know that they had a couple of these sewer levels in Crash Bandicoot 2. Someday, it's so funny that I was just about to actually maybe get that shortcut. There's a shortcut that I like could never do as a kid. I was gonna see if I could do it. Yeah, it's funny that, like, I have somehow played Crash Bash, and now I'm playing this, and I still haven't actually played any Crash Bandicoot, like, main series games on my channel yet. Oh, they will come eventually. I tried to protect myself. I wasn't fast enough. I don't think you can do it as well in the remake, but you used to be able to kind of get a bunch of boosts going back and forth in those tunnels there. But I kept getting hit, so I wasn't ever going to get that to work for me, even if it does. I always take this upper path. There's a lower path that basically skips that and then goes around here, just to kind of show it off. I don't know if the upper path is like 100% faster, but it always feels like it. But yeah, there's a shortcut like right there, and it's very hard to get. Okay, I'm on lap 2. I was like, I might have just lost the game as a result of trying that, but no. I still have one on the lap, I'm fine. Yeah, the physics in the remake don't do this specific stage a whole lot of justice, because you used to get a lot of insane speed. Just going up here, doing one of these, you used to get so much speed. Now you can just get a little bit, it looks like. Oh, there's a TNT. I'm not gonna have enough. Well, we'll see. If I'm far enough ahead, I'll hit my own TNT crate, and then I'll hop to make it come off. People shouldn't be hitting me. Oop. Dang, I couldn't get the right angle there. Final get to 10. Alright. I should be able to pull far ahead. I shouldn't have anybody coming after me. I don't think I was going to make that. Yeah, something with the jumping and how they did the physics in this game makes this stage specifically a little harder. But I feel like this is the only stage that got worse in the remake. I think all the other ones are either the same or better. I'm far enough ahead. Let's see. So if you get hit, you can just jump a couple times, and it'll fly off. But if you don't, then you blow up. All right, so now we can have our first boss race. Very excited. All the bosses are reused bosses from from all your favorite Crash Bandicoot games, as long as those favorites includes one that came before this game. I don't know if I'd ever be able to get through like all, or even like all the half decent Crash Bandicoot games. There's a lot. They made a lot of Crash Bandicoot games. By a lot, I mean like, I don't know, probably like 10 to 15, like actually good ones, or not actually good ones, but like platformers, like full-on games. I know Crash has a bunch of like spin-off minigame stuff and mobile games, and I don't care about any of that stuff. But who knows? I'm gonna focus on all of the good Crash Bandicoot games before I worry about running out of Crash Bandicoot content way down the line.